Our area may be practically done, but that does not mean we are. No, sir. I'm not coping. This isn't coping. We've got to hop to it, man. There's lots of pressing business to take care of. Okay, but wait, okay, this is just actually available real estate. We could put something here, but that would throw off my carefully constructed plan, and I can only sacrifice so much to my denial. We may not have any builds to do, but there's a lot of little things I want to get straightened up and finished off. Like, for instance, I've already taken care of Burnham Wood because he was getting on my nerves. He's alive. Just contained. Stop. See, this is why you're in the box. This is for his own good. Alright, the other option was Thanos Snap. We can collect the various roof fish. Oh no. And all the other various fish. Rather chipper for being in the grave. Fish. Fish. Nope. Nope. Oh, dear Lord. No. Okay. I can smell the curb appeal improving by the minute. And if we may at this time address the very tiny creature in the room. Why is there a line of little guys dehydrating in the noonday sun? Poor little guys. Can I offer you some lip balm in this drying time? Where are they going? Why are they all alone? And why do people keep trying to make me adopt a gaggle of guys? This happens every year. At least these guys are storable. Imagine if somebody dropped off like 100 cats or something. Yeesh. Had nightmares like that. Oh my god, it's not my department. Aside from prank cleanup detail, we do have some actual detailing to get to. Kindly teleport this way. Thank you. Now, last episode, we worked on the back corner where the last building went in, but there's a whole nother side to finish off. So the fence, the greenery, some trees, we've been over this. I forgot the skin. I put on the skin. It's all better now. There, absolutely lovely. Now, 500 years ago, or an episode or two, I said I wanted to put another one of the massive trees here. And the plan was originally, like the other side, to just copy and paste and change up the massive one from up front. But then I realized this is quite possibly the last thing we do on the outside of this campus. Do I really want my last build to be a shortcut? Tempting, but no, I resisted. And I mean, my goal here is to put off the inevitable, not go racing towards it. Nay, we built the tree from scratch one last time. We're gonna savor every second of these menial tasks because they're spent somewhere we love. And alternatively and completely contradictory to what I just said, this tree is a copy. This one is the willow outside the visitor center because it's probably my favorite of the trees we've done here, and I just wanted it to be more places. But this tree wasn't a part of the original plan, so my previous point still stands. I did this out of love, not laziness. Isn't that right, baby girl? Mwah. But yes, some very nice improvement on this side regardless. And whilst we are now fully done with this side... Wait, pause. Frick. And while we are now fully done with this side, we do have the teeny tiny, nigh on imperceptible matter still to address on the other. As you can see... Very minor, very small. You probably wouldn't even have noticed it had I not said anything. We do still have this last bit of cliff to connect. One final glorious glimpse of its past life as a floating slab. But I can shed no more tears over its past. They've already threatened to therapize me. Good night, sweet prince. Till we meet again. Next time I need my cow farm. Which is probably, like, just in a project or two, realistically. I just can't believe he's gone, you know? I just miss the floating slab so much. Alright, wow, would you look at that? I'm feeling very upbeat and normal currently. This is a very good thing that has happened. It is progress, and progress is good. Progress is good even if every step forward is only bringing you closer and closer to the grasping hands of an unrelenting and inescapable end. It's so great! I need to tear down our bamboo field. It's against HOA standards. It's me, I'm the HOA. But what do I even, like, realistically do about this? They never stood a chance. Against the tide of emotional irregularity that has risen in the East, there are few who do. Excuse me? You don't want to play these games right now, young man. I will wallop you with a bamboo stick. Prepare yourself. I'm coming a walloping. This is actually a very bad, like, tactical maneuver here. There's no way I'm winning against a child in this situation. Retreat. Try again another day. And now I bring you a very exciting development in our procrastinating journey. We do have an actual building to build. And you thought it was just going to be miscellaneous tidbits, didn't you? Your lack of faith is disgusting. It was only going to be miscellaneous tidbits. This is a recent development. For I remembered that Doolin was setting aside plots in his city for us to make whatever atrocities we can fit within them. Excellent news for everyone involved. He gets free labor and I get to put off the inevitable some more. Ooh, it's like Christmas. So here we are in the vast, sprawling metropolis of New York City. The big eggplant, the concrete fungal infection, you know, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. Dude's gone crazy. It's really like I can almost hear people honking and cussing me out. Most likely Doolin. So here's the spot we've been given reign over. Not a big footprint, but not all of us need that to make a name for ourselves, unlike some I could mention. But what we lack in girth, we shall make up for in length. Nope, I've already said it now. Now, skyscrapers aren't something I've really done, ever, due mostly to my violent distaste for anything more modern than sliced bread. But this is the perfect time to face my fears in a controlled environment. So we're gonna take advantage of the blending aspect of this server and try to mix Doolin and Ice styles. It is not anywhere near our place, and not even on the side that is closest to it, but it gave me the idea, so the idea is sticking now. But back when I was kind of mood boarding out my ideas for our theme, and before I had quite found exactly what I wanted, I saved a few early skyscrapers, like pre-30s when they still had soul.
Spent 2 days in the city. Got consumption. Anyway, that's its bad side. Don't look over here. There we go. That's the ticket. If you crane your neck just 20% farther back than it should naturally go, you're able to see it all. So this building is actually based on a real building from New York City, but I don't blame you if you're unfamiliar, as it was demolished over 110 years ago. So you probably just missed it. To make way for a finance bro building. Bane of my existence in every timeline. This is the Gillender building, and this is the first image I saw of it with the discoloration up top, which reminded me of the gradient he used for the hospital over here. So no, it was not actually rainbow sherbet colored. That is in fact artistic license. I'm so sorry to disappoint. It was still very pretty till it was replaced by the obelisk. And screw the obelisk. All my homies hate the obelisk. Illuminati looking at it. Boo. Also, in my 500th iteration of walls can be used anywhere you'd possibly need a vertical slab. I really like this little cupola up here. Look at that circle. Cowards use walls. They're so good. But the night is young, and we still have much to do, and much I could berate you for. Away! Now we're back to our previously scheduled pottering. Or not really, because we're now on to what was gonna kinda be the main event, the bee's knees. And so it still is to me, but I feared it might seem overshadowed by the actual skyscraper. Outside of this campus is done and dusted, but the inside? Incomplete and covered in a light gray film. That's right. We didn't know if it was going to happen. I had, in fact, kind of banked on it not. But again, I realized our ability to do things here is quickly drawing to an end. I'm going to do it even if it's tedious, because after months and months of struggling in vain to try and finish this dang school, I thought, what else could it be? So naturally, after I decided this, I banged out the rest of the interior in like one afternoon, and it didn't actually give me that much more time at all. But we've still got to put everything in on the actual server, which will be a bit more annoying and time-consuming. So in theory, more fulfilling. I did also add a few more things to the main areas we've already done, like this carpet in the main hall here. I've been wanting to try some more intricate carpet since I saw Doolin doing this leaf thing. Stole that. And here was a nice, conveniently large, and also unseeable from beneath space. I think it cozies up the space a bit. Very cozy. Lots of eyes. More random books and shelves, just because it was feeling a bit too empty up here. And adding shelves, because those weren't here when we started decorating originally. Splendid. But now we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 rooms that need filled. Which is 2 whole rooms more than my starter house. We've made big moves onward and upward this season. Radical, dude. La da 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 la da 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 la da da da. She is complete. Some of us. Not me, though. Never thought we'd see the day. I always had complete faith in myself. I know these are nothing extraordinary. They're all pretty similar. Same palette and everything. I didn't want it verging on the annoying side of tedious, but I made sure there's at least a few things different in each one. And I'm honestly just really happy they're here at all because we were cutting it real close. But I just could not, for the life of me, get a vision going for these at any point. We did have some funky, fresh shapes going on in these rooms, and I just wasn't equipped to handle that. So for the most part, we just kind of cut off the towers everywhere that was possessed of one. And after they were gone, my brain was finally able to deal with what was left. And these spaces back here can be the teachers' rooms. There's at least 3 New Yorkers who would kill for this, don't knock it. Okay, look, they're not actually gonna live here. Not even I can be as cruel as a Brooklyn landlord. They live in the attic. Mr. Rochester, I can do. But let's start downstairs. Come on. For most of these, there's no specific purpose behind them. They're just generic lecture classroom spaces. But there are a couple in the back that are a bit different. We have the communal hall area, of course, but each of the 3 rooms off of here all have their own thing going on. Now, very normal, regular human school, as this is meant to be, I, for the life of me, could not see this space as anything other than something like the herbology classroom. So this is some kind of ecology, botany place, and might just be my favorite room, despite it being slightly incongruous with the rest of the university. And this one, oh, this one's fun. This is an operating theater. Now, this isn't really used anymore, of course. This is more so a remnant from Erasmus's time, where they'd have a bloke lying there raw dogging a saw through the leg. Good times, good times. Now, this one kind of dips back into normal classroom territory, but I don't know, it feels a bit more intimate, a bit more like it's meant for a small group of people, study group or something. Maybe they're learning Latin or Greek, or that their actions have consequences. Oh, well and good. Names ago, what kind of classroom has 3 wardrobes? I don't know, big dog. Maybe there's a boggart in there. What kind of question has 3 stupids? Got him. These up front are pretty similar to the others. They've just got some work desks set up for one thing or another. Same thing up above. Our little communal hangout spots around the stairs over here. Very cozy, very cool. And finally, the slightly more interesting classrooms up here. There's elevation. Make all the level classrooms jealous. And this one's got a whole loft. Hot diggity dang. I tried to generally keep the atmosphere more on the dark and moody side. However, decorum dictates that I have at least one safe place every 30 blocks, or people will just be leaving corpses everywhere. So occasionally the moody has to be sacrificed so we aren't. But this definitely helps. But all in all, I am so incredibly happy with this. Feels like a fitting culmination of our 3 years of hard work. Because that's it now. That's the final project we have to do here. Forgot I'm actually the most chill guy that's ever done it for a second, but I got better. Look at all this, man. That's a whole lot of map we've covered. I just keep wanting to walk around and stare at it all, but the longer I stare at it, the longer the sad has to creep in. Alright, look. I'm sure, though I've been incredibly good at hiding my unease, that some hints may have slipped through the cracks that all is not hunky-dory in the old mine bungalow. Aside from the pretty evident just running out of space to build and therefore purpose, the truth is, there's an inevitable fact I'm trying to ignore. And we're gonna go on ignoring it. I found something else to do. At Magic's! Wow, look at that. Boy howdy. And Magic has asked us to make some Japanese festival stalls to add to his already literally perfect lineup. Genuinely, how am I supposed to compete with this? But we have 2 spots I reserved an undisclosed, rather long time ago that we can finally get to. Ours, unfortunately, will not be animated as I couldn't think of anything that he hadn't already done. And also due to it being completely out of my skill set even were I to come up with something. But in both meanings of the word, boy oh boy can I stall. There they are. I think they're pretty cute. I tried to get in as much detail as I possibly could, so maybe the sheer amount of shapes and colors will distract everyone from the fact that nothing's moving. It's the best that we can do. And also, I've since learned that this one wasn't even magic. Doolin made this one, which is just even more upsetting. But this is a little mochi stand. It's really hard to see because Silver's big head's in the way. It even has the perfect amount of banners to spell mochi out on. If only someone wanted to do that, that'd be great. And this idea came about because when the textures updated, my first thought was that the dyes looked edible. But they do. They look like little dollops of icing on graham crackers. They can pass for little mochis. No, my ambience. Or perhaps those little shaped marshmallows, whichever you fancy. Shaped marshmallows, however, would not fit perfectly on this sign. If anyone wants to make mochi banners. Also, first time touching armor stand since the nut incident at Christmas. Very happy to report a lot less painful experience this time around. And then the balloon popping stall. That's basically just a recolored version of the one at the Christmas market. I can do 3 things. This is one of them. But a really fun thing about this one is that it's using the last group of little guys that invaded my base as the prizes. The Geneva Convention has no jurisdiction here. Also, not only was this one recolored from the one at the Christmas market, it was also recolored from the recolor. This is what it was gonna be. But then Fwicking Enigma showed up the day before I built these with his foul, loathsome warped planks, therefore making me swap out my warped planks so that all of the colors will not be lumped together in one place. The backbone of this entire server. I do actually like this version a bit better, but so help me if I don't complain regardless, I'll pop a blood vessel. Also, look at the back of the shelves. That's a fun texture. Do something with that, Padawan. I'm too lazy now that my first attempt has been foiled. Cream, why didn't you just switch the spots the stalls were in? Shh. Anyway, great distraction, loved that. Another, immediately. This is Silver's game. We've been here before. Yes, the Room of Torment. Some of my proudest work. But we're not here to bestow blessings upon others this time. We're here for us. We need to make our respawn room. From the general premise of the game, the place I feel I'll be spending the most time. So Silver's given us leave to decorate our own little caves so that we can re-emerge slightly less haggard and worn due to the healing nature of personalized aesthetics. World's snazziest barrow. You could brick up the exit and I'd be okay in here for at least 13 hours. Then I do believe psychosis and other ills may begin to befall me. Like being bored. You know, bad idea. Scrap that idea. It's cute though. I did some stuff relating to our main theme, like the books and lecterns and stuff, and then mixed in some bits pulled from our section of the game, like the glowberries and the cauldron. There's some fun little nods to the fact that I made the torture room. I did that. It's like a signature. The leaves are just here to freshen up the air from all the CO2 I'll be emitting, cursing out Silver's entire bloodline. It's nice. Are you ready? Are you? Are you sure? That's it. There was really no cause for alarm whatsoever. You look kind of foolish right now. Kind of silly. That's it. I can physically stall no more. We must face the music. This bit would work a lot better if the radios were still working. The inevitable fact is Enigma's been doing science again. / derogatory. He's supposedly found a way to get us all to a new place together. Connected worlds or some crap. With portals. And I mean, it seems like it's working. A couple of them have already left, but the thing is, me and portals haven't been quite simpatico for quite a long time now. 1,105 days, to be very nonchalantly specific. Nope, not yet. I still can't find anything. Not one mention in any book I found in all this time, which means one might possibly assume it was unprecedented? There was no logic to it, no reason it happened? Which means it might not have been my fault. Okay, slow down there, champ. That was very close to a logical thought. But can logical thought be applied to illogical circumstances? So I clearly cannot choose the wine in front of me. Screw me, I guess I shouldn't have used all the philosophy books I found to get the fireplaces going. How have we come to this? Alright. Alright. Okay. Now we just wait Your move, freak. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm incredibly stressed right now. Nothing. No netherrack. Okay. Come on. It was your home. You used to go in there to unwind. You can dip your toes back in. But somehow it doesn't feel as much like home anymore. This does. But even this home without everyone doesn't feel right. God, screw it. What have you got to lose? If it happens, it's happened before and you dealt with it. And they won't be here to have to deal with it. What better time to try? I want to go home. I'm tired of being afraid. It was home. It is home. Guys! Guys, I did it! So here we are in the vast, sprawling Oopsie. That's not meant to be there yet.
You thought you snuck it by me, but you didn't. You didn't. I saw it. Nothing evades my notice for long.
There's a plane happening. Feels a bit incongruous as I have the plague. I'm so freaking scared right now.
This is my angry voice.
I noticed. Why are you angry, good sir?
I'm so glad you asked, Cream. I'm out here. I'm trying to get XP. I'm trying to repair my Elitar, and I just in my ear all the time, constantly just. Wait, are they all gone? Oh, they're all gone. Wait. I was gonna make a minigame out of seeing who can kill the most happy gas, but they're all gone. No. Oh, you You really gotta stop smoking, dude.
I know, it's getting so bad. But I just could not, for the life of... Hello? Why would you go in there? Did you see that? Did you see that? Am I going bonkers? Probably. That's meant to be closed. One moment. Uno momento. I knew it. In terms of spruce, we have no spruce. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I smelled it on the air. I knew it was coming. I felt it in my bones. It took 3 years, but I can finally predict the freaking rain. This sponge-forsaken, slurpy-sounding, mold-ridden my nose for the past 2 weeks. Ah, server.